With organizations having such a reliance upon technology to conduct business today, they are collecting and storing increasing amounts of information. IT policies set the expectations within an organization regarding the use of information and technology. Think of IT policies as the equivalent of the road code, or highway code for computer users. Information security isn't just an IT thing. It impacts everyone across the organization and needs to be communicated to everyone. Policies also meet other organizational requirements, including the ability to demonstrate compliance with standards and regulations. People like having clearly defined bounds to work within. And when we have clearly defined policy, it actually acts as an enabler because we have already worked through the access requirements and the means of mitigating access control risks. Everything starts with policy, or standards if the word policy is off-putting. Once we have the rules for use and protection of information, we can go on to develop the practical methods for protection and control. Policies that sit on a shelf are a waste of time. The simplest way to disseminate policy content is to put it on a website that can be easily accessed by all team members. Policy management as a service from Protocol Policy Systems allows an organization to develop, deliver and maintain a comprehensive suite of IT policies, branded and customized to meet its IT security requirements. For the life of your subscription, Protocol Policy Systems help you to keep the contents of your Essentials or Premium version up to date. All aspects such as policy statement additions or changes, standards mapping and the updating of terminology are taken care of by our team on your behalf. Our cloud-based service is designed to be easy to navigate so all users, managers and technical people can easily access the content they need. Policies specific to these three groups of people can be selected from the left menu. This list is a sample overview of the policies we provide for all users, and those in management and technical roles. A typical customer implementation sees up to 25 policies being deployed. If your organization wishes to incorporate some existing policy content, this can be done at version build time. Let's select a user policy example and take a close look at what information is provided. This example is formatted to comply with the ISO 27002 standard, so that the content includes a statement of purpose, scope, and the actual policy statement. The statement wording has been written in plain English by policy editors, so the detail is easy to read and understand. During our policy workshop, you have the option to either accept the wording put forward, or tailor it to reflect what occurs in your organization, or to not include this detail at all, as the policy is not currently relevant to your organization. If a user wishes to get a more detailed understanding about why your organization has selected a particular policy for use, then they can select the explanation button. All the policies are mapped by our experts to recognized industry standards, and we provide on-screen buttons so you can drill down from each policy to view the specific standards detail. All the versions we supply will map your policy suite to ISO 27002. There are also options to map to the ISO 22313 Business Continuity Standard. The ISO 27017 standard, which is focused on the use of cloud-delivered services. ISO 29151, which is key to demonstrating adherence to GDPR, or the principles of protecting personally identifiable information. PCI DSS standard. The PSN standard. And Cyber Essentials Plus. Demonstrating compliance to standards and best practice is therefore made very easy with the Policy Management as a Service offering. Throughout the policy content we use a range of on-screen button types, where appropriate, to hyperlink from the policy content to useful forms or guidelines stored within the service, or to process and procedural content. Links to external supporting documents can be included also. Let's take a quick look at the other key elements of Policy Management as a Service. The Glossary of Terms menu. Key terms and their definition can be found listed in this glossary section. Our navigation menu, as the name suggests, gives you details on how to find your way around the service. You can search for specific topic information in this section, and then link through and view relevant policy content. This menu option allows you to view a video tutorial covering the content elements of the service. The Top Tips section provides some good advice on the use of systems and software in the workplace. There are also a selection of security awareness training videos in this section. Guidelines, Forms and Other Documents menu. Policy Management as a Service provides a comprehensive range of pre-prepared forms as standard. Alternatively, if you have existing forms, we can incorporate that content. Should you have a preference to store all forms on your organization's document management system, this can be configured using a hyperlink from the Forms section on that page. Also, you can find a selection of guidelines in this section. Procedures and Processes. As the name suggests, this section allows us to store procedural and process documentation. We provide a procedural document for handling a security incident by default in this section. Legislation. In each version, there is a menu link to the latest legislation or statutes applicable to your organization and jurisdiction. If you would like to get further information on how we can assist your organization, then feel free to contact us by email, sales@protocolpolicy.com, and a representative will book a time to call you for a further discussion. Thank you.